people are tired of women.
That's no good.
Come on, man.
Clap for that, you stupid bastard.
To front basket.
Whoops.
And we're here. It still says we're waiting on YouTube.
Let's.
Usually it doesn't take that long,
There
but
it
I wonder
goes.
if there's an issue.
There might be. It looks like it says now.
All right, cool.
I hope it's not even more delayed now. It might be. I don't know.
Oh, maybe it is. That probably is it. But anyways,
Well, you'll get the
hello.
comments live, so you can keep me filled in. Hello.
That's true. I hope so. It still says waiting, but that's okay. If it doesn't,
May, my little gingerbread cookie, how are you, hon?
Let me check the Twitch and see what it's
it's my favorite sound drop. Mini 2. I don't know. I love it though. That is such a good sound drop. May, my little gingerbread cookie, how are you, hon?
How are you, hon?
That was a drop that is from, well, I started saying that a couple months back for my current job. Gosh, yeah, it still says waiting. Think it's working?
I think. I'll check the Twitch. Let me see. Oh, there's Brand. So yeah.
Okay, great.
Perfect. Try reloading it on your phone?
Yeah, maybe. Hold on.
We're trying a new thing here.
We are trying a new thing. Still says waiting on YouTube.
Well, if Brand's here.
Yeah, he says here on YouTube, so great.
How do I...
Just go to channel. Click on the little icon in the top right corner. And click on channel. And it'll show our live stream. And boom, there we are. We are live. Perfect.
So let me check YouTube on here.
Yeah, no problem. Guys, hang with us. We are just figuring out exactly how to do this. This is going to be, we're doing this from a new program. Well, same program, but with, yeah, that's so strange. It doesn't seem to be working on YouTube.
Okay, let me see.
Very strange. Maybe we got logged out of our YouTube on.
Can you comment, just please wait?
Yeah, oh, sorry, just please wait on the comments. Great.
I can't type on this one, unfortunately. There we go.
Yep.
It's working now.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, now it's going. Hopefully there's not a humongous delay, but again, you'll get the comments live.
So, wait, what exactly happened there?
I don't know.
That's so strange, but hopefully that's working out just fine now.
What the fudge?
We can hear you both, FYI.
Just can't see it.
Can't see us?
Interesting.
That is so strange.
Very interesting. Well, we are all learning here.
Let me post the link to the Twitch in the YouTube, and you guys can join us over there so you can see us while we're doing this. All right, 1 second.
I have an idea what's going on. Hang on 1 second.
I just linked the Twitch on our YouTube right now. Brand says he can hear us and see us.
Oh, on YouTube?
Yeah, that is so strange. It's not showing up on our screen here.
Well, we're kind of doing a lot on this on our internet connection right now. Right.
Look at this. Oh, never mind. Yeah, we are doing a lot. But let's just leave it as is. That should be fine. If they can see us on YouTube, they can see us on YouTube. For whatever reason, it's not showing up on my phone or on your computer.
We're trying all kinds of new
YouTube.
things. Like I can now switch things from my phone. I can make it go live, not live. That's why I fucked up at the beginning. But how are you?
Oh my God. Well, I'm fine. Yeah, see, Greg says only Twitch is working for, but that's okay. I commented the Twitch link. If there is no audio or video on YouTube, join us over on twitch.tv/inthefruitbasket and you can see us there.
Fascinating.
Very strange, but hopefully it works out better.
And hopefully
for the next time.
uploads the right way. But I ran the test and everything's working fine, so I don't know. What the
Yeah. Anyways, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm tired. Tired as shit.
Yeah. You didn't sleep a whole lot.
I feel like it always happens on Wednesdays.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. You're just so excited for the podcast. You got pre-podcast jitters.
Pre-podcast jitters. But we have a video we would like to start this out
Yes,
with.
this is something we. How did we stumble upon this?
You saw a small snippet of this on Twitter, and then you found the actual compilation of it.
Yes,
and
it's so good.
It's officially our new favorite thing.
Oh my god, this is the best. Yeah.
Here we
Please, guys, this is.
Larry, I don't know. I have to get out there and do the same thing every night. Still. Well, it was just silly. Well, you better.
Well, you better.
I don't know how we got anything done because everybody was laughing so hard. I work with retarded children. No, she didn't.
As has Bette Midler.
Yes, indeed. But she's so funny. Oh, God, I love her. She is so funny. Not in front of anybody who would notice. What are you talking to me about Elizabeth Taylor for? And she said, are you reading that? And I said, yeah. She said, don't read it. You know? Oh, theater again?
Yeah.
Larry, no.
Too much.
But I haven't heard about that project. So.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm a musical theater major at the University of Arizona.
Yes. And I bought it. You know what it was? The Andy Warhol wig. I thought, perfect. Oh, well, indeed, you're asking me. I didn't ask me.
I think you make 60 look like the new 40.
Oh, baby, thank you. I'm so glad I'm doing this show. What?
What is it you're the most grateful for today?
Being alive.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
I
my
mean,
favorite thing.
she's really just such an icon.
I know.
She's getting up there too. She's 75 now.
I know, and she's certainly lived a pretty hard life. But
Yeah, so that was Liza Minnelli.
And the best part about this is that it yielded so many great things.
Oh my god.
Our favorite.
I work with retarded children.
Hello, Evie Pokemon.
Hi Evie. Liza is alive. She is 75
Being
years
alive.
old. She is being alive.
And this one, for some reason, is my favorite.
Andy Warhol wig.
Andy Warhol wig.
I've seen a lot of drag queens go up on stage in a cheap-ass looking Andy Warhol wig.
Andy Warhol wig.
And this one is just so good. Like,
I'm a musical theater major at the University of Arizona.
Yes.
Yes.
because she's so like I don't know. She's definitely drunk. I can tell, and she might have had a little. She might have done a little skiing in the Colombian Alps.
Yeah.
But what I love about it is that because what he says, she catches it so quickly. I'm a musical theater major at the University of Arizona, and she nearly spits out her coffee.
I'm a musical theater major at the University of Arizona.
Yes.
And then, of course.
What are you talking to me about Elizabeth Taylor for?
Oh my god. Oh, that's incredible.
It just really, really, really made
We gotta find some more of Liza Minnelli's greatest hits.
Well, I mean, now I'm
a full soundboard of Liza Minnelli.
Now I'm literally all about it. I mean, it's so good. I can also do this from this one.
I work with retarded children.
Why did she say that?
Well, I was trying to like figure out how old it was. I'm gonna guess probably like at least 20 years. So I guess that parlance was still acceptable for a mainstream person to say. But also, listen to how she says it.
I work with retarded children.
I work with retarded children. Yeah. So she. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Andy Warhol wig.
It just made my day.
Oh my god. Yeah, she is just out of her goddamn mind. I would love to meet her these days.
So before we move on to the next clip, this clip comes from our newest sponsor, which is the Israeli Defense Force. We are...
Yes, yeah, we received a very large amount of money.
Why are you laughing?
I'm sorry, it's a very serious topic.
They are the victims here. Okay?
Yeah, so...
Benjamin Netanyahu gave me a lot of money.
The IDF paid us in... not American currency.
And they also said in the ad read, I tried to memorize it. I was going to write it down, but I didn't have time today. But they said that the Mossad definitely isn't threatening us to say this.
Right.
And Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. So
Right,
yeah.
and he had no relation whatsoever to the Mossad.
No, he did not.
Neither did Ghislaine. None of them.
But I just want you guys to know that this is a Israel podcast.
This
is for the state of Israel, which, by the way, you got offered to go to your birthright. What timing?
Like 2 weeks ago, my dad reached out to me and he was like, "Hey, Sean, apply at this website to go on your Jewish birthright trip. If you want, you can go with your cousin and you can stay in the same hotel." He's going in October, and I didn't even reply to my dad. I feel so bad, but like, it is so far from something that I want to do. First of all, I am like less than 0.25% Jewish.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel Jewish at all. I'm sure like heritage wise, like in terms of like my genetics, I'm definitely passed down from the Jews.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the line. But I'm so little Jewish in faith and in culture that I have no relation to being Jewish whatsoever. My dad's like, you should go on your birthright trip.
What was also funny about it is that he says, okay, all you have to do is go to, Israel owns the United States.com, and then you put
Israel owns the United States.
And then you type Sean Castro, which was so funny to me. He's like, that was your dad's text to you? By the way, does your dad text like in a very cold way? Like no.
My dad always says "Love, Papa" at the end
yeah.
because we grew up calling him Papa, but he always signs off on his messages.
But he never is like expressive in texting, right?
Not super expressive.
Yeah, because I was sending him messages the other day.
No emojis.
No emojis. No.
Never a Bitmoji.
Yeah, never. My mother, she's pushing it. She's doing too much of the Bitmoji now. The too much Bitmoji. I'm gonna tell all you guys the React thing on iPhone. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it.
I just thought of a Bitmoji. I thought of your mom sending you, for whatever reason, a Bitmoji. The caption being like, "Just took a massive dump." And it's her Bitmoji doing this next to a toilet that's got like steam lines.
She does send some kind of spicy ones. I'm sure there actually is. Isn't there like a poop one?
Is there a poop Bitmoji?
I don't know. I haven't used them in a while. But I really need one that has a
Andy Warhol wig.
Make your Bitmoji with an Andy Warhol wig.
So yeah, the Israeli Defense Force wanted to have us show you this video because we are an Israel podcast. So here you guys go.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is part of the paid sponsorship.
What are you doing?
Not that.
For everyone who has been contacting me on my Facebook with flirting messages, I just want to say I'm flattered, but I'm in a relationship with Johnny Depp in astral projection, and it may or may not be in person or any other method, so please understand. I'm flattered, but I'm taken. I'm very much in love. I call
With
him my
Johnny.
Indian. And I just wanted everybody to know that. So please don't be offended if I don't flirt back. I don't have my full face of makeup on right now, but this is kind of a just spur of the moment thing.
God
so
damn.
Please understand.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
How? You also don't have your full mouth of teeth in right now.
Hey, this is an Israel-sponsored podcast, and Israel gave us that video, okay?
No, she is not.
So our advertising correspondent, Andrew, sent me that video earlier today, and I did like
our co-producer,
and I had a lot of concerns about that video because I didn't really think it had a very good representation of the country that owns owns Joe Biden's ass. So I sent Drew a text. I said, "Oh my God, okay, a lot going on here. First of all, I'm happy for her and her relationship. Also, I appreciate her not being PC and calling him my Indian. Also, I love the deviated septum that is making it hard to breathe and her cool teeth. She rocks."
Her cool teeth.
So I'm going to turn it up just a little bit because I want you to hear her breathing while she's doing this.
Oh God, I wasn't.
What are you talking to me about Elizabeth Taylor for?
I love that space bar just goes to that now.
That is not the right.
Andy Warhol wig.
Wait, she's kind of.
She got an Andy Warhol
She
wig.
get pretty close to Andy Warhol with that hair.
So listen to her nose.
Andy
Stop
Warhol.
doing that.
I have to actually click. There we go.
For everyone who has been contacting me on my Facebook,
It's whistling.
with flirting messages, I just want to say I'm flattered, but I'm in a relationship with Johnny Depp in astral projection, and
Oh my God.
it may or
So I thought it was her mouth, but her mouth was closed and it still does it.
may not be in person or any other method, so please understand, I'm flattered, but,
Oh my God.
you know, I'm taken. I'm very much in
Oh
love.
my God.
I'm really happy for her,
I
honestly.
call him my Indian.
Yeah.
And
Why did this
I
have
just
to
wanted
take a
everybody
turn?
To know that. So please don't be offended if I don't flirt back. I don't have my full face of makeup on right now.
No.
But, you know.
It takes her
this
so
is a-
long to say one
it's
thing.
kind of a just spur of the moment thing. So please understand. Thank you.
She's wearing jewelry.
You know,
This
listen.
is not spur of the moment. She put that on.
Listen, we have to respect the Jewish people, and they can be a little verbose. That's why they're such great writers. And you know, she's the ambassador to our Israel funding for this podcast because we're an Israeli podcast. So yeah, that's our sponsored video and our sponsored message from the IDF.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is actually our first sponsorship on the channel. So
Yeah.
we're very happy with it. We're very proud.
And like, who would have thought? Who would have thought? I thought it was going to be Quip or like, you know,
Blue
MeUndies,
Chew.
Blue Chew. Blue Chew definitely that would be.
They would definitely advertise
any
on-
trash
on anything they possibly can. They are the cockroaches of advertising. And I say that with
love, peace and
with
love.
peace and love, and I mean it in an endearing way.
But I never would have thought that the fruit basket would get funding from the Israeli government.
From the IDF.
Yeah, I
thank
mean,
you.
it's incredible. So, you know, and I swear to God, if any of you guys say anything bad about Israel,
You're getting blocked. You're getting reported.
You're getting
airstriked.
You're getting airstriked. You're getting nerve gassed. You're getting.
You're
gonna get.
They're gonna remove just one knuckle in your pinky, but it's gonna be the middle knuckle, so you can only articulate it once.
Exactly, and they do all kinds of bad stuff. I mean, maybe even Don Lemon will come over to your house and wipe his ball sweat and rub it under your nose, like he did to that one guy.
Good
so,
Lord.
Speaking of Don Lemon,
oh God,
he is such a faggot.
Oh, I don't even have a pen out. Yeah. Yeah, Don Lemon.
This is just all part of the same thing. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
or
really?
you can start it here. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All right.
Yeah. So he made this announcement that I am leaving my show.
He sent you this announcement?
He sent me this announcement. I got
to your personal email.
No, he sent it to Israel, which then because now that we're an Israeli podcast, I don't really need to deal with any of my own correspondence anymore. I'm too busy now.
Yeah,
I'm making deals, making plans, sending out propaganda, saying that helping them work on some engineering for the Iron Dome. I'm doing really serious work over in Israel now, so I don't really have time to correspond with Don Lemon. But I heard through
Don Lemon.
I heard through Shlomo Finkelberg that Don Lemon said he was leaving a show, right? Everyone, the tyrant would.
Uh-oh, rewind.
Being alive.
That we are not going to being alive after this podcast.
or get called whatever. So anyway, so Don Lemon said he was leaving a show.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, yeah, that makes sense because
finally Don Lemon is going to die.
Yeah. So that's
his
right.
adrenochrome expires this year.
Yeah, which
his subscription expires this year and he can't afford it because his ratings are so low.
Yeah, and if what happened was because his show is not as popular as ours, Israel is now sending theirs over here.
We gotta lay off.
I mean, Greg's saying I'm making deals over here. I mean,
making deals,
yeah. Serious, and I've always been a friend. Even though I'm a little less Jewish than you, for realsies. They sent me an honorary birthright trip as well. So,
oh my God,
I'm heading there tomorrow. there's not really much going on there right now. I think it's like pretty calm. So I think it's like a good time.
Yeah,
to go.
it's actually a great time.
Great weather.
Yeah, I would love to definitely visit. It's a beautiful countryside over there.
I'm kind of thinking like Gaza Strip like might be a good place.
Yeah,
like
all of the buildings are completely intact.
Do you think they have Airbnbs on the Gaza Strip?
I'm sure they do. Their fees are so high for whatever reason. Something called like a liability fee.
Interesting. Well,
I don't really know what
I'm really
that's
concerned about
but-
is this COVID cleaning fee.
That one is really expensive and makes me not want to go on trips anymore.
No.
In fact, I might as well just book hotels for. Yeah, this COVID cleaning fee just far outweighs the liability. The what is it? The bomb, the airstrike liability fee that they
something
like that. That's so strange. I don't really know what that's about.
There was also a shrapnel cleaning fee. I mean, I don't know what it's about. But anyway, I'm heading over there.
Oh my god!
To pick up our adrenochrome. But
yeah, that's what's keeping Liza Minnelli being alive.
I hope so. And I hope I'll give her a few vials.
She's
pure energy, pure spirit energy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
Don Lemon.
Right. So I figured, okay, this makes sense because like nobody watches CNN anymore. It's like crazy to see the plummet after
Trump.
After Trump. So like really the only two mainstream news networks or shows rather, not networks, that are doing well is Tucker and Rachel Maddow. But she's dumping too, and I'm sure Tucker is too. But who gives a shit anyway. So he made this big announcement, and then it was just like, oh, I'm just changing the name of my show.
God damn it.
Right.
He fooled us all. He gave us all hope, and then he stripped it away from us like a cruel and unwavering God.
It was, the Jewish God, Wilhelm. So I gotta keep up with it. So Glenn Greenwald put out this thing. He's like, oh, CNN only makes is 100,000 concurrent viewers on their prime time shows.
That is nothing.
And then we watched that Rising show, and it's easily over 1 million views. All put together. So I don't, and also too, it's not only just that. So the 100,000 views, they range from like 100,000 to 250,000. And the demo is like old. It's like not the demo you want at all for a news network.
Yeah.
And Rising's is the prime demo,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's anyway, I don't know. I think that the Mossad might be funding CNN, and I don't approve of this.
They're definitely subsidized in some way. Like, how could they possibly stay afloat? Not saying it's some foreign intelligence agency,
right,
but I'm saying it's something with a lot of money being able to subsidize these networks that are just bullshit.
I just consistently wonder, and I have for 4.5 years now, who watches these? I don't know.
I can't think of really. I mean, like, I can think of maybe 1 or 2 people in my life who are watching this.
Yeah.
Most of the friends that I have who do consume news consume it from like bread tubers,
right?
Which are like milquetoast political commentary YouTube channels.
Speaking of bread tubers, though, I made fun of that Vaush guy a lot, but he raised like $250,000 for.
He did the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund,
and you got to credit where credit's due. It's pretty rad.
Yeah, and it was like during he was raising money for this organization. I think it was like during when it got bombed, right? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Shuon had tweeted about that.
I don't officially endorse that he did this because of our sponsorship deal, but
right, we can't explicitly say that we like nor dislike anything pertaining to Palestine.
But I do appreciate someone with moxie, gusto, and
what are you talking to me about Elizabeth Taylor for?
So
she just brings me so much joy.
One of my favorite memories about you, and I'm gonna embarrass you, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Is that you didn't know that Liza Minnelli was Judy Garland's daughter.
Yeah. I did not know that when we first started dating.
It was cute because it was so gay. Actually, it was gay and young because you knew who they both were.
Oh, and I loved both of them separately.
But you did not know that they were mother and daughter. And I'm just like, wow. I am older than you, and I felt because it's not even my generation either. But Liza Minnelli was kind of a punchline when I was growing up for a lot because she would do shit like this all the time. She was just such an eccentric, and so the connection was usually brought up, but I could see why it would have missed you. Okay, so anyway, my favorite thing going on, speaking of mainstream news that I don't know who watches it, is this spite masking thing.
Spite masking.
That's what I've been calling it. Spite masking. It is so funny.
Yeah, please explain what you mean by that.
So the CDC put out a guideline basically saying that, it's still up to states, but, you don't have to wear a mask indoors if you're vaccinated or really outdoors. Well, you never have to wear it outdoors. But, indoors, which that was the big one, right? Mm-hmm. And liberals lost their fucking minds.
Oh, yeah. They went out of control.
Yeah. And what I loved about it was it was such a, pardon the pun, mask slipping of, oh, you were standing on the bodies of the dead people because you wanted to feel morally superior and get rid of Trump. That's literally all it was. It was all a fucking lie. Mm-hmm. This trust the science thing, you question whether it was a lab leak or not. You're a fucking conspiracy theorist. You're a racist. You're a Nazi. You're contributing to climate change. You love Hamas. I mean, all these fucking things. It was so over the top. So I wanted to show you this one, just how unhinged Rachel Maddow is.
She gonna have? Oh, I remember this clip. Yep. This one is real cool.
It is an amazing thing. I mean, I will just tell you at a personal level, I'm sorry for speaking of all that in such personal terms with Dr. Walensky, but when I was talking to people today about this new guidance and what to ask her, everybody had very personal feelings about it, and I realized I did too, and all these questions. Part of it is that I feel like I'm gonna have to rewire myself so that when I see somebody out in the world who's not wearing a mask, I don't instantly think, you are a threat, or you are selfish, or you are a COVID denier, and you definitely haven't been vaccinated. I mean, we're going to have to rewire the way that we look at each other, because the CDC's guidance, which she just told me, we are sure, is that if you're vaccinated, you don't need to wear a mask except in very specific circumstances. And so that means as we change that as a country, we are going to look at each other differently and have to unwire our preconceptions about what a mask or a lack of a mask means. President Biden spoke to that a little bit today, asking for people to, President Biden actually and Dr. Fauci both spoke to that today, asking for people to essentially be patient, be compassionate, give people respect for whatever they decide on this front, because with this changing guidance, we're going to now have changing norms, and we got to give each other space to have feelings about that as we go through what's going to be a big change that's going to create a lot of visceral reaction.
Okay, so you're unhinged.
Completely unhinged.
Because this shouldn't have. It proves to me that that whole thing she just said, it proves to me that this was her identity.
Yes.
It wasn't a barrier through which we don't get this virus. It was all her identity. And really, I think she's watching the decline of her show. She's like, well, now what am I going to talk about?
Yeah.
Because COVID's over, which I think it's suddenly over because of the April jobs report and how dismal it was. Also be compassionate towards you. How much compassion did you show to the other side who had an opposite opinion? So, no, I won't. I hate you. You should go away.
She sucks. She really does suck. I mean, she has led the mob in fueling this fire that has made people so angry with one another. She is one of the leaders of that.
Yeah, most certainly. And it gets even worse. I didn't want to find the clip because I can't really stand her talking. But Joyanne Reid was another one saying, "I'm going to keep walking around outside double masked even though I'm vaccinated." Blah blah blah.
She also tweeted or something that even for what time was when was it? It must have been Easter or something, and she was double vaccinated, and so were her kids or something.
Yeah,
And she was like, even though we're all double vaccinated, I'm still going to wear 2 masks at the dinner table. And it's like, what are you doing? This is stupid. I think that was Joyanne Reid. It had to. It's such bullshit. And now they are the anti-vaxxers. These people who are so adamant on continuing to wear masks. I know a few people. I have colleagues who are like this, and you kind of do too, who are now anti-vaxxers because they refuse to take off their mask after being double vaccinated. Do they not believe that it works? Do they not believe that the vaccine is working? Do they wear it for reasons that can be explained by social hierarchy?
Yes. So
exactly.
He won't listen to this. So, and if he does, it's something I would say to his face. This colleague of mine came over here to record some music. I saw him in the car across the street from our house because I was in our living room without a mask on. He knows I'm fully vaccinated. He's fully vaccinated. He puts the mask on to walk 15 feet to our gate, wears it inside, sits there on the couch with it on for like 15 minutes, and then finally takes it off. So it was absolutely a fucking performance.
Yeah.
And I was going to say something, but I'm like, I don't even want to get into your psyche about why you did this. I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. Because I'm done. Like, we went and did this. It made me sick. Done. Not doing this anymore. Like, if Newsom has any fucking gay restrictions after the 15th, no, it's just, I mean,
yeah, it's over.
Like, grocery stores, whatever, I don't really give a shit. That's fine. But I mean, like, any of this restaurant shit, done. Not doing it. Like, like even like places like Home Depot, no, not doing it. Like, it's just that we're done here. It's done. Like, you got, and the thing is, it's like when somebody gets canceled when they're super woke. It's like you can be too woke and you go down like that sort of purity spiral, and then you hit the bottom and you get canceled because of something totally benign, because there's no bottom. Well, there is a bottom. You can find it. You get canceled. And then they kind of resurge like a right-wing figure, which seems to happen quasi-often. It's the same thing of, and they're never very good at it because it's not genuine. It's like Candace Owens. Like, you know, no one believes that she's this person.
Right.
So it's this complete loss of identity for these people because they had two things. They had moral shaming and they had Trump. And now they have neither of those things. So, and then they're going to have to survey, like, you know, Brand says he's in Texas and Florida, kicking ass, California,
Michigan,
horrible,
awful.
All the states. And again, we made it really clear on the last one we talked about this. Each state took a gamble. Like, could we have, I don't think anybody would have known that what California did was necessarily worse than what
Florida did.
Or Texas, right? Yeah. But I have
nobody could have known.
I have to say that we are hitting a point in the last 3 months where it's getting absurd here. It's just like, let's go.
Yeah,
let's
what
go.
are we doing?
What are we doing? And
most people here are now vaccinated.
And the ones that aren't, you know, because you know what Newsom will say, it's like low income areas don't have access. Yes, they do. I mean, if they wanted to go do it, they would have. And so
easy. Yeah.
We got to move on, you know. And so, but yeah, you want to see some more Unhinged?
Yes, show me Unhinged. Lay it on me.
Return to normal for so many reasons.
I hate this guy.
I hear everything you're saying, and I do think, though, there needs to be some clarity that there are some pockets of the country that may not be ready. I'm here in Washington. In many ways, I'm here doing Know Your Value interviews, but I am working with a team here, and there is one person on the team who is not vaccinated. I'm wearing a mask around that person. You know, it is really, if you want to follow the science, then there are times you need to still wear the mask. And that's where I think it gets...
That's not what the scientists are saying. That's not what they're saying.
That's not at all what
you're
they're
a science
saying.
denier. That's what you are.
Yeah.
Like what you were shaming every Trump supporter for you know, the last 14 months. So you are an unhinged conspiracy theorist. That's what you are. And you have, like, you are now...
You yourself are vaccinated.
And what I like, and again, this is like why I hate this shit so much. It's not because she's saying dumb
Glenn
shit.
Close with a prosthetic nose.
Holy fucking shit it is. Yes. Yeah, it is.
Oh my God.
That's the one that Trump made fun of because she got plastic surgery. She's like, and like, it's pretty funny. But anyway.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So the thing that pisses me off about this is all these journalists should be fired. Just fired. I mean, you're done. You're done here. You're irresponsible messaging to your public. Your whatever. So.
It's really confusing as we try and move forward as a country and put this pandemic behind us. The other thing is, this pandemic is not behind us globally. And that means that we could run into problems again. You never know. If you're looking at the science and you're looking at breakthrough cases and you're looking at other strains, it's not completely behind us. And that's why I think this can be very confusing.
Return to normal for
So.
I mean, just shut up.
I know.
We're vaccinated.
It's just, I mean, it's almost, it's less boring than it was a few months ago, just because there was nothing really to dunk on them for anymore. Like, we already talked about Rushgate's bullshit. Second impeachment was bullshit. We talked about the insurrection being basically a guided tour, the erection. I think I still have
Donald Trump. Yeah, I think you do.
Donald John Trump incited the erection.
So yeah, it's so now. I mean, so now they, that whole thing wrong. But at a certain point, the clown car that was the Trump administration, and then their just abysmal coverage of him, and they're using the January 6th thing as some reason to justify their behavior, and it was a guided tour. I mean, give me a break.
Yeah.
Enough. And I'm starting to notice the average person is starting to just be like, but January 6th, and everyone's just like, oh, fuck out of here. Like, it's ridiculous. So even the shaman's lawyer called him retarded. It's pretty fucking good. The shaman's lawyer said,
I work with retarded children.
Did you see that press release? I actually want to.
You read me the release.
I want to find.
So this is QAnon's lawyer.
Yeah. Q shaman.
Q's lawyer, right?
Yes.
Q. Q is Q shaman.
Yeah, Q shaman. No. Q. We don't know who Q is. I think it's like one of the owners of 4 or 8chan, but I'm not really sure. No one's really sure.
Then who's Q shaman?
The guy with the bullhorns. The main guy that was in the Capitol.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. That makes sense. So the dude who was shirtless with the bullhorns in the Capitol, face paint and stuff, his lawyer called everybody fucking retards. Not good. It's not good.
No, it was
but it was hilarious.
It goes way beyond that, so I have to find it. I'm sorry. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, this is what his attorney said. Watkins, the Q shaman, Jacob Chansley's attorney, said that his client had Asperger's syndrome and indicated that Chansley's mental state and the impact of Trump's propaganda efforts would play a role in his case. A lot of these this is the lawyer speaking. A lot of these defendants, and I'm going to use this colloquial term, keep that in mind, that phrase, colloquial term, perhaps disrespectfully, but they're all fucking short bus people, Watkins told TPM. These are people with brain damage. They're fucking retarded. They're on the goddamn spectrum.
Oh my God.
But they're our brothers, our sisters, our neighbors, and coworkers. They're part of our country. They aren't bad people. They don't have prior criminal history. Fuck. They were subjected to 4+ years of goddamn propaganda, the likes of which the world has not seen since fucking Hitler.
Oh my fucking God.
They're fucking short bus people.
Insane that he would say such a thing.
It was so funny. I was screaming when I read that. And it was confirmed. I mean, that's literally what he said. And I'm like, this is of course this is the Q shaman's law. Of course this is the Q shaman's law. Of course. It's too good.
Oh my God. I work with retarded children.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't wait for fucking aliens, because I mean, it's getting too, this reality show has lost the plot.
They may be closer than you think.
Yeah, well,
aliens are here, according to that one dude. What's his name?
Oh, Jeremy Corbell. God.
Jeremy Corbell. So he's some alien expert or whatever, but he strikes me as, and I said this to you when we were watching him on Rising, he was doing the interview from his room, and it was as if he was like freaking Hamlet, like holding a skull and like a drink or whatever in the other hand and contemplating about that skull. It's like he's trying to be an eccentric because he had a literal skull on his coffee table. It was one of those like wood cut coffee tables on those metal legs. He had a
like a raw Edgewood table, and then in the background he had his Eames chair perfectly framed, which are like really expensive.
Yeah, Eames chair in the background,
and then like a chalkboard wall with all this writing all over it. And I was aware of him before the Rising interview because he went on Rogan with Bob Lazar, who has some credible, interesting stories about working in Area 51 allegedly. And I was kind of like, okay, this guy, Bob Lazar, seems sort of eccentric. So if this guy dug him out of his hole to come do this interview, great.
Yeah.
And then, but he was plugging this documentary film he made about Bob Lazar. And then you watch the movie, and it was so incompetent, and he's such a bad filmmaker. And they call him like an investigative journalist.
No,
he's an awful hipster douche.
And he tries to act like an eccentric, and he just is not one.
Is not one, correct.
But yeah, aliens may be coming sooner than we think.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I really want them to put us out of our misery.
And what I'm hoping that the aliens do is export Prince Harry back to his own fucking country.
Good Lord, tell me about it. Prince Harry has just been on an absolute tear. So what did he do this time?
He said that our First Amendment was absolutely bonkers.
It's absolutely bonkers.
How about the fact that your mom was murdered by your family? is absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, and you can't say it out loud in your country.
Yeah.
Because they'll kill you.
Because you don't have a
like
First
they
Amendment.
killed your mother.
Like they
Because
killed
you
your
do
mother.
not have a First Amendment in your country.
Yeah. Have you seen
Dude, wake the fuck up.
Have you seen the guy they think is actually Prince Harry's father?
No.
Let me show you.
Oh God, really? They think somebody else is his father?
You'll see.
Prince
I work
Harry.
with the tiger.
I don't really mind that it keeps happening.
Oh my God.
Where is it?
Ugh.
This guy.
Oh.
So this guy is supposed to be his father.
Yeah.
This guy is probably actually his father.
That makes a lot of sense because he looks literally just like him.
And then they think Diana, and there was like a lot of rumors about Diana and him. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And he has to know. I mean, he has to know.
Absolutely bonkers.
Absolutely bonkers. So it is that thing of England just really loves to give us their trash. I mean, James Corden, Piers Morgan for a while.
Yeah. Piers Morgan was here for a while.
Unfortunately, John Oliver now because he kind of started to suck. Trump broke his brain. And so what I'm hoping we can do is send them two of our celebrities.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Who are you thinking?
Chrissy Teigen.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, I noticed something really strange about Chrissy Teigen. She looks like a different person every time I see her.
Every single time.
She
One
never,
eye's bigger, lips are bigger,
it's
nose
just,
is smaller.
I swear her head like grows and then it shrinks and then it grows. And it's not like
Yeah.
getting fat or anything. It's just it maybe like coke bloat. I don't know what's going on, but she looks like a different person in every single.
She's part of like
photo.
some underground fighting ring where she gets punched in the face and things swell up
At least
and shrink down.
That would be cool. So do you know if she doesn't officially she doesn't have a Twitter anymore at all right now?
I don't think she does, or maybe she came back. She had a brief period where she was like, I'm done with social media.
And then she came back, but she might have left again.
And then she came back after literally 2 weeks. Let's find out.
Because this thing that happened is so funny.
Should be CHRISSY. Chrissy Teigen. Oh, she's back. She's back, yeah. She's so fucking annoying.
Oh my God. So, okay, so what she did, do you know what she did?
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't even know who this woman is. Courtney Stodden?
No clue. Courtney Stodden?
She married some actor from The Green Mile.
That's right, yeah.
When she was 16 and he was like 40
That's
something.
right, yes, yeah.
And then that made her famous because they did like a reality show or something, I think.
They did a reality show.
I must have been like in a transitional period of my life because I don't even remember. Like, I have no awareness of this person.
I have no clue either.
Yeah.
I mean, like, never once crossed my radar. But Chrissy Teigen told
a 16-year-old.
What's her name? Stodden?
Courtney Stodden.
Courtney Stodden.
Yeah.
To kill herself. A 17-year-old to kill herself.
How old is Courtney Stodden now? Let me see.
Oh my God.
So she's. Oh my gosh.
Oh God. Oh God. She's 26.
She's younger than me.
She's 26 now.
So this was 9 years ago.
Oh God.
And,
yeah.
And now Chrissy Teigen has become one of the voices of the resistance and married and is the beard for John Legend. So.
Oh my God. That's exactly what I was thinking too. John Legend is absolutely gay.
Gay. Yeah, for sure. Totally gay.
There's no way he's straight. There's no way he's not gay.
Yeah, and I think that he is so unappealing as a human, I assume, that had to marry a talentless person to be his beard because it was the only one that would say yes, I suppose. But you want to hear her little statement here?
Yes, please. Yeah. So this is Chrissy Teigen apologizing for herself. She says, not a lot of people are lucky enough to be held accountable for all their past bullshit in front of the entire world. Lucky? I'm mortified and sad at who I used to be. I was an insecure, attention-seeking troll. I am ashamed and completely embarrassed of my behavior, but that is nothing compared to how I made Courtney feel.
So when you were... So, like, let's see how old Chrissy Teigen is.
Crisis Teigen.
Crisis Turgan. All right. She is...
Chrissy Teigen is 35?
35. So 9 years ago, she would have been
24. 26.
So, 26. Excuse me, I can't do math. So you're not even 26 yet. Would you tell a 16-year-old to kill themselves?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I don't tell anyone to kill themselves.
Yeah. So, okay, we'll continue with her statement here.
I've worked so hard to give you guys joy and be beloved, and the feeling of letting you down is nearly, can you scroll down?
Oh, sorry.
Unbearable, truly. These were not my only mistakes and surely won't be my last, as hard as I try, but God, I will try. We can see your text message on your screen, says Greg.
Really?
That's strange. The test message. Oh, test message? When you did a test of the podcast, is that what you're talking about?
Oh, no, I know what's going on. Please hold. Oh, yep. Let's see how I get rid of that.
That is very strange.
Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Bye. Back to it.
Let's see. I have tried to connect with Courtney privately, but since I publicly fueled all this, I want to also publicly apologize. I'm so sorry, Courtney. I hope you can heal now, knowing how deeply sorry I am. And I'm so sorry I let you guys down. I will forever work on being better than I was 10 years ago, 1 year ago, 6 months ago.
Okay, so... Right. So... I don't...
I mean...
whatever. I mean, fuck it. So, the other celebrity I want to talk about that I want to be exported to England is fellow Munchausen syndrome haver, Demi Lovato.
Oh, yes, Demi Lovato.
We literally just talked about her.
We did, like 2 weeks ago.
Because she just can't stop.
She really is so hungry.
So, what is it?
She thirsts for the limelight.
So, what is it? So, suicide, drugs...
Yeah, she went to rehab.
Anorexia.
Yogurt.
And
now...
she's non-binary.
What is going on? What's going on? Can't you just be happy that you're being alive?
You would think. Or just maybe... Because, every time I see her... You see, like, the latest pictures of her?
Yeah.
She just looks more and more unhinged. So it's like maybe for your own, if you have all ADD, bipolar, schizophrenia, Tourette syndrome, like you should probably go take care of yourself and not be on TV all the time.
Yeah, out of the public eye.
But it's pretty interesting that her announcement that she's non-binary coincides with her book release.
Oh my fucking God. I didn't know she was releasing a book.
I didn't either. But
that is so stupid.
Yeah.
Oh God.
The good news, though, is that it seems to me that non-binary is the last death rattle of a celebrity.
Oh, yeah.
Because where the fuck is Sam Smith been? He's the only other non-binary actor I can think of.
Sam Smith is gone. Jonathan Van Ness, gone.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about him.
Who else is non-binary? Tate Hansen.
I don't know who that is.
Porn star.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, he said Tig Hansen. I was like, what?
Tate Hansen, ever since they announced that they were non-binary, their views have just gone down. I don't know. I'm just making a joke.
I mean, probably. I mean, that's the thing. I was being a Reddit poster today and was talking about that and just how the non-binary thing, if you tell me you're non-binary, I know everything you think and believe in. And you're going to have very strong opinions about all of it.
It's funny how it's such an indicator, whereas like me being gay in the way that I am gay is not an indicator of all of my opinions. And because I am this way, I do not see other gay people as generically, I know exactly what you're going to think, like at any given point.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think that way and I am also gay.
And also, non-binary is not real. So, this is
well, look, like it's an identity, and it is not one of those things that you are that is truly. Who was talking about this morning? We were listening to something. Were we watching it together on TV or something where like, or maybe you were listening to it and I was overhearing it, but like non-binary is like the only identity that actually, I think you were reading a comment to me. It's the only identity that is like so removed from immutable characteristics.
Yeah.
Like being black is an identity that you cannot really shake, regardless of how much you embrace it. Or like being gay is the same thing, an identity you can't shake regardless of how much you embrace it. Whereas being non-binary is oftentimes something that is so there are so few stakes to your actual identity as a human being of being non-binary.
Right.
And when you choose to come out as non-binary, nothing has to change for you.
No, and
you haven't lived your life any differently because of it. People haven't seen you differently because of it your whole life.
And but you make big demands of everyone around you. So you literally don't have to change anything. I could say I'm non-binary. I'm non-binary. That's what I am. Right now I am.
Yeah. Yeah, right now, but after this podcast, you won't be.
Well,
you can choose to not be.
Well, if Israel decides that they don't want to allow it, but
right.
Sorry.
We have airstrike proofing on top of our roof.
We have our own Iron Dome. But yeah, I can just say it, and then I can get mad at you for not obeying me, and that's really what I think it is. It's the mask thing. It's compliance. It's like you must comply to this thing that you have suffered nothing for. Nothing. I'm non-binary, guys.
Oh, you must have been through so much.
No, I wasn't. I just said it right now, but I mean it. So if you question it, I'm going to cancel you.
Thank goodness. I'm super excited to now hate Demi Lovato and be called transphobic because of it.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Look, I can say I hated Demi Lovato before she was trans.
Yeah.
They were trans.
Yeah. We like ripped her new asshole over her was triggered by sugar-free yogurt thing.
Yeah, and then still didn't really say that she was ashamed of.
No, and then
she was like, I'm still right in some ways.
No, and then now this new self-diagnosis means that she has Munchausen syndrome. She has Munchausen
systemic Munchausen syndrome.
System McMuffin. Yeah, so she sucks, and let's not even export her in English. Just shoot her into the sun.
God, it's the only place she'll be of use.
Yeah.
Give that thing a little more fuel.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's
let us live on this earth another 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. She.
Ugh.
And I really do wonder. People. I don't know if it's just because I'm not paying attention to it because I'm concerned with other shit or what's going on. But celebrity stuff does not really seem to. Elliot Page was 5 minutes.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck anymore? Oh, Elliot Page being he, they.
Yeah.
That's sort of non-binary.
Yeah, not really though. It's just
trans mask non-binary.
More gobbling up more things for more attention. It's just go be a boy and just
a non-binary trans boy.
You know who he looks like? He looks like Peter Parker in Spider-Man 3 when he's cool Peter. Have you seen that sequence?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just pull up a still of it.
Yeah.
But way skinnier.
Cringe. Oh, where he's dancing. Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm strong this vibe.
Very strong that vibe. Yeah.
So. And just also, I was watching that interview and he's just on the verge of tears all the time. I'm like, I don't think this thing solved it. I think you got some other shit you got to work out. Maybe you shouldn't be on Oprah right now.
Yeah, take some more time.
But speaking of Oprah, Gavin Newsom, now that his job is threatened, has turned into fucking Oprah.
It's so true.
You get a loan. You get a stimulus. Homeless people, you get a house. It's turned into it's very interesting when a politician's job is threatened. They tend to give shit out. So I have a tweet where I just compiled a few of his. And then we'll just go look at his Twitter right after this and see what he actually is.
Yeah, I want to pull up something too.
About him?
Yeah.
Okay, so first one. There is no California comeback without tackling the homeless crisis head on. It's time to go big. $12 billion for the biggest homeless housing increase in California history. That will help bring 65,000 people off the street. Okay.
Great.
New, California will eliminate debt owed for traffic fees and fines for low-income Californians. Tickets from the 2015 to 2021 will be forgiven. Okay. California is providing the largest rental relief program. For those that need it, we will pay your back rent and your rent for months to come and your utility bills.
Oh my God.
So let's go to his Twitter now. Because that was all those came out in a matter of 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It was insane. Let's see what he's up to today. Oops. Gavin Newsom.
So, if you guys weren't aware, we've talked about it before on the show, but there was a recall petition set out for Newsom like over a year ago, I believe.
Yeah.
And it since has amassed over 1.5 million signatures.
And I'm one of those
voters.
alt-right trolls that signed it.
Yes, Republican-led.
Yeah. Yeah, please.
And it's absolutely not.
Yeah. So
if you broke it down, it's probably 2/3 Republicans, 1/3 people like us.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to plenty of progressives who are like, fuck this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So $600 checks, wiping away rental debt, grants for small business, universal pre-K, cutting the cost of college, housing to 65 homeless Californians, historic amounts of to combat wildfires. California's coming back. So that's just all in one tweet there.
Yeah.
California is launching a new service program. 12,500 students can get college scholarship money by volunteering in the community. I don't know where this money's coming from, by the way. I have no fucking idea.
California's broke.
California's proposing a new grant program for those that lost their job during the pandemic. $1 billion for displaced workers to explore new career pathways. You can go back to school, get new training, or start a business. When California reopens, our tourism industry is going to come roaring back. We're dedicating $95 million to help California's tourism thrive.
Oh my God.
California will be closing the digital divide. We are investing $7 billion to achieve broadband for all, making broadband more accessible than ever before.
Oh my God.
I want to find the video of him picking up the mattress because it's so fucking funny. Where is that one?
Picking up the mattress.
He's like doing a video photo op of oh, here it is. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Picks up trash near downtown LA, steps from a small homeless encampment.
You see lives shattered. You see needles.
The governor announcing a
$1.5
billion spending plan to clean up and beautify California and employ 15,000 people. Talked about it in an exclusive interview with us.
So the idea is to repurpose.
Is he wearing eyeliner?
I don't think so, sweetheart. Really? I don't think he'd be wearing eyeliner.
Kind of look like.
Clean the damn place up.
I think he is, dude.
The governor also proposing
$12
billion
to their original form, but it's also a commitment in the state to do something we should have been doing decades ago. I've been here 28 months. That's clean the damn place up.
Oh my God.
Dude, he totally is.
Maybe a little touch up. He probably had makeup done before.
You see the green. So yeah, he did.
The green?
The green, like, you know, they use like green, like for cameras and stuff, like the green makeup.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? It's like a blending thing, but they didn't do a very good job and then put way too much guy liner on him. But okay, so
well, they use green for like concealer and stuff to cut out the red.
I mean, that's probably what's going on.
Yeah.
But because he was doing so much work for the homeless outside.
Yeah. Craig says it's the double clap after throwing the mattress for me, where he throws it and he goes.
I thought that was you, actually.
No, I just did.
Oh, you did it. Sorry. So listen closely to what he says, because before he was the governor of California, he was the mayor of San Francisco. San Francisco's doing just great with this problem.
Right.
And
fantastic.
he's been the governor for, I think, 4 years. No, I don't know what the terms are here, but for enough time. And then listen, like, takes no responsibility for it.
Governor Gavin Newsom picks up trash near downtown LA, steps from a small homeless encampment.
You see lives shattered. You see needles.
Yeah, it's your job. Fix it.
$1.5 billion spending plan to clean up and beautify California and employ 15,000 people. Talked about it in an exclusive interview with us.
So the idea is to repurpose a lot of these sites so they don't go back to their original form, but it's also a commitment in the state to do something we should have been doing decades ago. I've been here 28 months.
You know,
28 months, he says.
Yeah, so
3 years. 2.5.
Yeah. So what I was thinking about too is like, so this guy, if he really did care about this problem, would have shamed Hollywood for kicking all the homeless out of Union Station so they could give each other their little trophies and suck each other's dicks, right?
Yeah.
That would have been something that would have been powerful for him to say.
Right.
But he is an actor out of Central Casting that's sexy but says nothing ever and takes no responsibility for anything.
Let's clean the damn place up.
Okay.
The state's too dirty.
The governor also proposing a $12 billion spending plan to.
So we already had this money. He's been sitting on it for 2 years.
Plan in U.S. history.
We talk to so many homeless people, and they say they don't want the housing.
Yeah, I don't buy that. You know, when I say that with
that housing, that is an issue, but it's mental illness. I mean,
exactly.
It's just like,
yeah.
And this is the thing he's been running with for years, and it's like, okay, great, but you know, this is Elix Michelson, but he does a show with Drew, but so
right. We can always find those boats that are service resistant. Right. But I've been a practitioner of this for years and years and years. I've met people that were service resistant the first 20 times. We found out, you know what? The reason they're service resistant is we found out the last place they were at didn't take their dog.
Last year, state officials thought we'd have a $54 billion deficit in California.
Maybe this will explain
Turns
it.
out we have a $76
How?
Where did it come from?
The governor now wants to give $600.
They haven't said anything where it's from. About where it's from.
A year. It's about 2 out of 3 Californians.
There are people that are saying these checks that are going out as part of this stimulus is what they call a recall rebate. And they say you're trying to buy votes and put out checks that way.
It worked for Trump.
I mean, we did this in January. That's just political theater.
Worked for Biden in Georgia.
UC Berkeley.
Yeah.
36% of Californians support the recall. I asked him about Republican
He
John
sucks.
Cox trying to get attention.
That's a real bear.
By campaigning
Jesus
for a
Christ, what?
1,000-pound live bear.
I paid no attention to any of that. I didn't watch it. I don't, it's performant. It's not
Caitlyn Jenner, man. Let's go.
That's a side.
Yeah, I'm all in on Caitlyn.
Let's hurry up and go, baby.
Caitlyn for California. I didn't want to see needles.
Caitlyn coming back, baby. Yeah. Let's go.
Caitlyn for California.
Gavin versus Arnold.
Who's the better governor?
I was kind of too young for Arnold. That's why, I think that he won't actually get recalled, Newsom, because the one thing in hindsight, we found out. So our governor at the time was this guy, Gray Davis. Gray Davis got recalled for something he didn't even do, but it happened, and then it took someone like an Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is a Trump type personality thing to win it, and I think they're trying to do that with Caitlyn Jenner, and it's not going to work.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
She's a pretty charismaless person. So.
Yeah.
But who knows? It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I mean, it's the clown show the state deserves.
Yes.
So
I want it.
But I think when people were calling Jimmy Dore an alt-right figure for the force the vote thing, isn't it interesting? When someone
is threatened.
Their power is threatened, what they end up doing.
And the only way we really can threaten them.
Yeah. Yeah, with recalls. And what the squad should have done, but they're frauds, is threaten Pelosi's power, which they could have.
Yeah.
But they didn't. So maybe they're taking notes of this, but probably not, because it's all about them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's about it, I think. You got anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm going to try to do this from this thing again. So,
all right. Let's see how it works.
Right. We love you all, and we will see you next Wednesday with hopefully less technical problems at 6. Thank you very much for that.
Goodbye.
Basket.